So when most people think of code, they think of the major coding languages like Java, C, C++, C++, C minus. That's not a language. But what I'm getting at is most people don't think of this little language called Batch. You're probably thinking that's not a language. You're right, it isn't. It's a coding language. But today, as you can guess, I am doing a tutorial on basic Notepad coding with Batch. So in order to start out, you're going to want to open up, guess what? Notepad. Yeah. And basically, if you don't know how to open a Notepad, first get a life, then click on the little window symbol in the bottom corner, and then search Notepad. And just click on the Notepad symbol. Yeah. And then the next thing you want to do is watch the rest of this video, and then rewatch it so you can follow along and you can absorb the information more. So how you want to start out is for every single thing you code, you need to start out with at echo off. This basically removes all the clutter from your thing. It doesn't tell you everything. It just shows what you want it to show on screen. So other than that code, there are only maybe 6 major codes that I'm going to be covering in this video. So there is echo, which is your basic, tells you what it wants to show up on screen. Echo dot is basically just a thing that just skips an entire line. And then you have color, which changes the color. That's very important. You need to make it green so you look like a hacker. And then you've got to, just kidding, don't make it look like a hacker unless if you're into that stuff. You don't have to. Doesn't matter. And then you also have title, which names your program. So like you see this untitled thing, like when you do it, it won't say whatever you name it. It will just say, it would just be blank. It will be untitled or just whatever you name it, but you can put whatever you want up there with title. And then you also have goto, which makes it go to a specific part of your code. And you also have CLS, which clears all the code before it, and it just uses the code below it. So I think that that's about it, other than pause, which is necessary, but most people don't think about it because without this, it would just keep on running the code, and then it would exit once it's done with the code. But pause lets it stop, and then so you can actually read what's on screen. So for this, we are going to implement most of these things into a, guess what? Hello World program. Yeah. In the next video, we're going to get into more in depth with like quizzes and choices and maybe like a simple game at the end. But for this video, we are going to just do something basic like, okay, so how you want to start off every single thing is, so the first few codes you want to type in are color, if you want that, title, and then you have go to whatever your first line of code is going to be. I'm just going to put that as 1. So my color is going to be 5, so I can make it purple, but you can do whatever number you want. Just experiment, just find the color you want. And then for 1, you have to put these little snake eye things or whatever they're called. You have to use those with whatever your first line of code is called. And mine is 1. You have to put CLS. No matter what, for every single thing, you should probably put in CLS so it clears all the code before it so it doesn't get confused and it doesn't have extra stuff above it. And then you can write down whatever you want. So echo, hello, world. Yep. So, and then you have to write down pause, of course. So it stops the code from running, and it just stops in there. So it just says hello world, basically forever until you click a key. So, because that's boring, we're going to add in the second part of it. And then I'm going to click go to 2. So this is basically implementing the factor of go to again. So what it does is it sends you from the first line of code to the second line of code. Now for this, if you want to, you don't have to put CLS so it doesn't clear it, but I'm going to put it. I'm going to show you what it's like without it first though. So we're going to have echo I have no life. There we go, and then we're going to pause it again. So now in order to save one of these files, you have to go save as, and then hello.bat. You save it, and then you go to your files, and then you click on your hello, and then it says hello world, and then it will say I have no life. That's what happens with the CLS command. It would clear the hello world and press any key to continue and just say I have no life. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we are going to move on. So we're going to put in CLS, then we're going to file, save. And then we're going to go back into this, and it will just say hello world, and then it will say I have no life. Because that's true. I'm making videos for YouTube, so you know I'm not lying about that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do have a little bit of fun. So, and then it's going to say go to 3. So for our third scene, we're going to write something a little bit more complicated with just, like dots or something like that. And then this will implement the echo dot thing. This is a great way to practice, just practicing your echoes and stuff like that. So, CLS, echo, and then you can just basically make whatever you want. I'm just going to make a Triforce. This might take a little while, so bear with me. I'm just going to talk while I'm doing this. So, basically, coding is usually not simple, but this language is really, really easy. That's why I recommend it to beginners. So, if you are interested in more advanced stuff, then I will be more than happy to make more tutorials. If you do want that, then just leave a comment down below, and I will get on that right away. So, I just want to know what you guys think about this waste of time that I'm doing, and if you guys want to see more videos like this. So my Triforce looks terrible, I'm just saying. So basically, yeah, I messed it up for sure. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Okay, just a second. Bear with me. Bear with me. How many times do I have to say this in this video? Oh, there we go. I did it. Okay. So, that about wraps up this video. And if you liked it, leave a comment, subscribe. You know the deal. And so before I finish up, I'm just going to say thank you for watching, and here is the final product you should have. Hello world, I have no life, and then a triangle. Goodbye, America.